I pick and choose my battles. So when I'm MIA,
We are live. We are live on Zoetic Promotions. You know what? We're not on our shit. How you doing? How you doing, Prophecy? Welcome to Zoetic Promotions tonight. We're happy to see you.
It's great to be here.
One in the house. What's going on, everybody?
What's good? What's good? What's new with you?
What's happening? Hey, just a busy working man. That's all I can say. I got a lot of different areas I pull myself, but music is definitely one that I'm trying to stay on point with.
Nice. Well, we just upgraded the camera.
Yeah, we're using it
now
for
we've
the
got our good
first time. We
camera.
literally bought this new camera, and we're using it for the first time with your interviews. So
This is a hell of a lot better.
Hopefully,
Do you
we're
see
gonna
the
get
difference?
some
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Prophecy.
Awesome footage.
A lot cleaner, huh? So, welcome everybody. Right now on this live tonight, anybody who has shared the most, liked the promo the most, who's commenting the most, we're gonna put your name in a drawing, and by the end of the night or tomorrow, we will announce the winners for 2 free tickets. You tell them about the show.
Okay, we are opening up for Kayvon Music at Quarters in downtown Salt Lake. It's right off of 400 South and I think Main Street, right there on Main Street. And we are going to be performing me, ZJ, Overdose, and if you tune in and you leave your comments, you'll be entered for 2 free tickets into that show.
And I'm going to add to that.
Is everything cool? You seen us?
Yep, I'm seeing you. I'm going to add to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Whoever ends up, commenting the most, being the most engaged, additional to those tickets, I also have some merch giveaway that will be included into that.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, what kind of merch are we talking? Are we talking hats, beanies, shirts? What kind of merch?
So I got 2 beanies right here.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Nice.
Ooh, that's dope.
And hold on. We got shirts on shirts on shirts on shirts.
Oh, I love the shirts.
So yeah, we got some stuff.
I saw you wearing that shirt in the promo.
Yeah, that's a.
Hey, how did you get inspired for that logo? What inspired you to create that?
So I designed this logo myself. I do.
That is dope. That's beautiful.
Ooh, that's clean too. It looks like one of those. It looks like one of those paintings. Did I get?
Yeah, I designed it. I'm a graphic designer as well. See, I got on the hat as well. But I actually run a clothing printing company, so I print all my own merchandise and everything. But aside from that, this logo right here, these three trees, they represent my kids, and that's kind of my representation of what to keep going for.
So you got 3 kids?
Yes, sir. I got 3 children.
So you have 3 kids. That's cool.
Wow, that's amazing. And how do you balance how do you balance your music career with being a father at the same time?
Very unbalanced.
There's a lot of artists out there that really.
Yeah, it's a.
I don't have kids myself, so I could.
Yeah, no, it's definitely can be hard at times, but my children are mainly the reason why I keep going rather than being, the reason why I don't follow all of my dreams. So, just dabbling with raising my children, being a musician, running my company, and I'm also a full-time mechanic. And so I'm really stretched thin, but, I make it work.
hey, as a man, that's all you gotta do is just make everything work, right? As long as it works, then you're making it work, and you can never go wrong.
And that's
Is that?
pretty dope that your kids are your inspiration.
Oh no, absolutely. It wouldn't be any other way.
Okay, so
So tell us, you're a native to Salt Lake City, right? So
Right.
tell us, what was the very first moment that you decided to be an artist?
Well, honestly, I started doing my music back. I started writing at 13 years old. I went to a junior high that where they had the beatboxing and rap battles and stuff going on at the lunchroom tables, and I was just super intrigued by it, and so I wanted to go see what it was all about. And after doing some rap battles with people, like it just kind of inspired me to start writing music. And from that point, I was just always in my notepad every single day after school. And then once I hit into high school, it's where I got a little mini recording set up and just started to learn how to record and produce. And then from there, it just kind of kept sprouting. It was the one thing that I could stop and always had to come back to. It wasn't something I ever let go of. So it's just always been a passion of mine. But yeah, back what, seventh grade is when I started getting inspired into the whole realm of hip hop.
okay, so what is your body count in rap battles?
Honestly, I stopped very quickly, so I could say I probably got bodied a couple times.
Oh, hey, I feel you on that one, dog. Sometimes, if anything, you gotta get bodied a few times in a rap battle before you get to the
Yeah,
big leagues. If
yeah,
any rapper who says they never got bodied in a rap battle is a liar, in my
yeah,
opinion.
that's cap. But yeah, no, definitely. Me, I'm a better artist than I am a rap battler. I know that there's talents within both, and I respect the whole trade of rap battle. But I know where my placement is in music, and it's for me being a singer, rapper, songwriter. So
Do you play any instruments at all?
I play the beat pad.
Ah, word. Okay.
Nice. That's fun. I have one of those too.
Yeah. I mean, it's either I fully produce all of my music, and then this latest album I ended up having it co-produced with a man named David Devaney. Not if you ever heard of him, but he works out at Counterpoint Studios. Um,
Okay.
Absolutely amazing. But I definitely needed a fresh touch and perspective to this new album as to why we went the way we did.
Nice, nice. And this new album, what's the name?
Internal.
Internal. Tell us a little bit about it.
So, probably the most emotional album that I've ever put together. For myself, it's based upon what's going on internally, everything that you got brewing up inside of you that you can't get out and escape. It's me talking about everything going on that's inside of me that I'm always keeping concealed behind a mask on my day to day.
And what do you mean by keeping everything hidden behind a mask? What do you mean by that?
So personally, I feel the majority of the world they hide behind a facade of what they make themselves to be. They create a character. They walk around without anybody really knowing what's going on inside of them. Even down to social media, you got a lot of people that put on this fake or put on this mask per se is what I say, and then and it opposing to their real life, it's not the same. It might
It's
seem
like,
like
it's like
Like it's really contrast to who
yeah,
they really truly are.
it's
Yeah.
like
yeah,
it's like when you see married couples posting pictures on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, they look happy, but in real life that they're like
yeah,
like they're
yeah.
like 5 years away from breaking up or
Like the
something.
real pictures of them, they've got red eyes from crying and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. The album is what is internally going on of my authentic, true self, rather than what people may see me as. This is me. So if you listen to this album, you'll really understand what's gone on through my mind a lot.
Like a reflection of yourself, would you say?
100%. Yep.
It's like your heart's on your sleeve. You're just totally transparent.
Yep.
This
I,
is you. That's the
yeah,
beautiful thing about music, don't you think? That you can express yourself through music in in really good ways and be really raw and real. But if you go, you notice that?
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. Sorry, it ended up freezing for a second. But
Are we?
yeah, no, I
It's
definitely. What's going on?
almost as if like people try to shame people for wearing their hearts on their sleeve. Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's mad glitching, people. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna hop out for a sec.
Hi, everybody. We just had a really strange technical difficulty, and I'm glad it's still streaming. We're back, and we're just going to get him back on. And thank you for being patient with that. Right now, while we're waiting for him to get back on, hey, Tally, what's up, girl? She says she loves this dude. Yeah, we all do. He's got amazing music. Let me just get a hold of him.
I wonder if he's a wrestling fan because he looks just like Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt. He really does. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt.
Do you
Sorry.
think?
He has like, I can't help but feel like he looks like it.
Hey, sorry about that. I think it might be the connection over at our homies. So we're just gonna work with it. We continued to stay live. So we had some people commenting that you're really they love you.
I think you need to take the mute off. Oh,
And can you hear me all right? Where's the mute?
yeah, for some reason. Hello?
I hope everybody can hear us.
I
Okay. So I'm just going to check the settings real quick, and it says some devices are not connected. What if it's the camera? I don't know. So it looks like we have audio right here.
Yeah,
So
but
it may
we
not.
can't hear him though.
The speaker, we're going to go into. It looks like that's also working just fine. Can you guys hear us? Just comment. Sorry about all these technical difficulties.
Yeah, like we said, we're working with new equipment tonight.
I
So
think we're going to be able to hear him because I heard his click go on. Sorry, man. Sorry
Can
about
you
that,
hear me?
Black. Yeah, we can hear you now.
okay,
Just fine.
we're considering our commercial break, and now
Yeah.
we're back with Prophecy of the
Good.
801 with Doozy and I.
Hmm.
So, how did you get your name as Prophecy? Where did that come from?
Honestly, that came back when I was like 14, 15 years old. I was always, being the one that all my friends came to and wanted to talk to about how can they get out of this situation or this or that problem. And from that, my friend just said, "Man, you know what?" He's like, "It's crazy because you're like my prophecy. Every single time you tell me to do something, it works out the right way." And I was like, "Yo, that hits!" And just right from there, it's like I just kind of ran with it.
Not only were you given the name, but you're living up to it as well.
Hey, I'm doing my
Like
best.
it's like you're spreading ghetto gospel throughout the 801.
Definitely talking what a lot of people don't talk about.
So
Speaking.
when we were let's go back to our conversation before we were so rudely interrupted by a weird commercial. um you're talking about how your album, the whole album theme is about a mask, or is it just the music in general that you're putting
No,
out?
well, no, I mean like that. It's not a one themed album, like that. That is the music that I do make. I make authentic music for the broken, and because I myself, I can't say that I'm, that straight perfect person either. I have a lot of brokenness inside of me, and because of it, I think everyone does really, but because of it, it flows best through my music rather than rapping about what a lot of this regular mainstream rap is about. I'm just making music for how I feel, and as I've put it out there, you can tell a lot of people relate to it because it's a message that I think everyone kind of goes through every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
relatable.
relatable to the audience that you're presenting yourself for. You
Absolutely,
relate to
definitely.
them as well as they relate to you.
When I saw you perform at the Country Bumpin' show with Grind Mode Cypher, that
Yeah,
was the first time I even heard your music, and you reached me
Say
like
country.
through the. It wasn't. You're not country, but before the Country Bumpin', Grind Mode Cypher had a thing going down, right? It was kind of separate, right?
yeah. So it was a merged show, but I was one of the main headliners of Grind Mode to introduce Country Bumpin' in.
So it was like the pre-show, like they weren't the headliner country artists. And I actually, no offense, anyone who is a country artist, I left when it turned into the country. I really went for to hear a lot of these local artists, and um, Still Undefeated was there too,
Yeah,
correct?
yep.
Yeah, I mean, man, he killed it. It was amazing. A lot of artists that I had never met before. It was pretty cool. Lunacy was also on that set,
Yep.
and I'm kind of curious. Tell us a little bit about Grindway Cipher. Is it like a collaboration of just artists in Salt Lake,
So
or?
no. So Grand Mode Cipher is, I mean, it's nationwide. It's an organization of of two fellas, and they pretty much run from state to state, and they build these ciphers, whether it be 5 or 6 different ones that they host for that night of the show. But what they'll do is pretty much the whole point of them is to bring out the underground, give people a name that hadn't had a name, just so that there's more audience for just new creatives. I can definitely say that grind mode is something that I've only been involved with within about the last year, and all they've ever shown is love. Um, the audience and the views and streams and everything that you get with engagement for grind mode is insane, and just the connections are crazy because you have a lot of people. Even at that show that we did at the Country Bump, and there was a lot of people that actually flew in from out of state that were a
I
part of
saw
that
that.
show.
I saw that, like
So
California, and it was sick. Like it was amazing. I really enjoyed that. Never
yeah,
forget it.
yeah, the last one I did with them was probably a few months back, but that was in Las Vegas, and that was the first one I ever did with them, and it was amazing. So when I heard they were coming to Salt Lake, not only did that reach me, but personally, a lot of the demographic of the music that I make and the audience that engages with my music listens to a lot of that country rap kind of music as well. Because I actually had a show. I don't know if you know where the Gem is in Idaho.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah, so
didn't you perform there
How
at
far
the
is that
gym?
from Idaho? Is that in Idaho Falls, or how
yeah,
far
yeah,
is that?
it's in Idaho Falls. But I
Oh,
actually
word.
had a show there that same day to open up with Odd Squad, and
Oh,
You
word.
were there that
Odd
same day?
Squad.
no, I was supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
um,
Because
Oh,
I wanted to go to that show, but everyone I knew was there, so
okay.
I just went by myself to your show because I was like, well, it
Yeah,
was fun.
yeah. No, but I mean, I wanted to, get there. I
Yeah,
got a
you were up there
slot. I
with me.
went through Doran. What's his name? Doran Steinloff.
Uh huh.
oh
Uh,
yeah. Stein
yeah,
Entertainment. Shout out to Stein
Hmm.
Entertainment. He always
yeah.
knows how to throw great shows, man.
So yeah, I was talking with him. I had like a merch spot set up. I had my slot and everything to go there. But like I said, for me to understand the audience of who engages with me best, the Country Bump and Show was a better. It was a better strategic move for the art that I make. And because of that, I gained certain connections that I was looking for, in the music industry, as well as a lot of the audience that ended up showing they reciprocated with what I do very well. So it was just a better choice for that night. I wanted to do it all, but there was no time.
You know, I used to be against country music, but then I realized just like hip hop or rock and roll or any other genre of music, there's underground country music as well. And the underground country music sounds way better than the mainstream country music. Like
Oh no, absolutely.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of the band Lost Dog Street Band, or
No.
I think that's Lost Dog Street Band. They have this song called "I'm Nobody's Baby Now," but it's
Uh-huh.
like it's violins and viola and just acoustic guitar. This and it's the music's so simple, but the lyrics are so resonating and deep.
It sounds
Yeah,
like
yeah.
old country, like how country actually originated by campfires, and they
Right,
would
right.
tell poetry, and they would have their fiddles and everything. It really sounded like authentic.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Fiddles, yeah, it was fiddles and acoustic guitars, maybe even banjos. But what they were saying just hit so deep. Like I learned that even Big said that. I know you like listening to that corny country music, mom, but I found the corniest country music that I can find. But even Big had like a country influence because of what they talked about in their songs.
Right, right.
Right.
And yeah, I guess just one thing that I want to like just kind of clarify is that I didn't start out or even come into this point. It wasn't me doing country music or being influenced by country music. Like I say, us artists, we don't get to choose our audience. And my audience started to gravitate to where it was more, the bikers, the veterans, the people that were into that real southern gritty, southern rap to country rap. So just a lot of that
Hmm.
like southern mentality is what has really engaged with what I'm doing.
Ah, word.
Nice. And
Like
that's
the
why I asked if you were from Utah, because you just seem like you have that southern vibe.
Right. Well, I mean, My grandparents were very, very Southern, and so because of that, it's whom I grew up with, and a part of me became, what they were.
That's dope. So let's play another song so we can get acquainted with your music.
Yeah, let's get it.
Gonna I'm gonna play Memories. It's
Okay.
featuring Violet Helm,
Violet
and
Helm, shout
you guys
out.
get to hear Violet. Shout out to Violet. She's amazing. Okay, we're ready for
Absolutely.
this.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Who is Violet Helm?
You'll listen.
Okay.
You'll hear. She's really good. Should be playing.
I got these big ass ears, so I should be able to hear.
It's just loading. We're having loading problems,
All good.
Turn on all your lights, stop thinking twice and playing nice. It's all of me and all you thought we'd be. I'm breaking out them
Mama sit by my side now. Flower pit is falling to the ground. Your presence been neglected all
Ooh,
around.
Violet Helm is a great voice.
Tears match the rain that's falling down.
She might give me a run for my money. To be
Mama
honest.
sit by my side now.
by my side.
Flower pit is falling to the ground. Your presence been neglected all around. My tears match the rain that's falling down. All I got is a moment to reminisce with me. But resurrected from the source of pain that sticks with me. No bliss to see these photos, photoshopped you out the ink. It's like I blinked and you was gone and I'm set out to sea. Will to gardens, I'm starting to figure out the reason. Until my mind changes constantly like a different season. Heavily breathing to stop, choking me till I'm weakened. It's like I'm sitting in a fit that's full of waste, man. I still wish that alcohol was handy, like it was candy. But nowadays I can't stand it. I don't plan things, cause nothing's ever worked when planned it. It's like happiness was being stolen from the bandit.
Turn on all your lights, stop thinking twice and playing nice. It's all of me and all you thought we'd be. I'm breaking out them
Mama sit by my side now. Flower pit is falling to the ground. Your presence been neglected all around. My tears match the rain that's falling down. Mama sit by my side now. Flower pit is falling to the ground. Your presence been neglected all around. My tears match the rain that's falling down. The sun says these rays have shown me better days. And now I'm waiting, don't understand what this letter say. I see and hear you, but I can't feel you. I know our times are, so it ain't the real you. I'm stuck in habits that keep me a rabbit holes with no magic. I'm in the past but an addict for everything that's tragic. I'm lost, torn away at all this bad shit, and I can't seem to kick it out my thoughts. I'm going bad shit. I've lost a piece of my puzzle that I can't seem to retrieve. I've lost a lot of things in life that I ain't properly grieved. I have a vision consistently blurred when I try to see, and now I'm working on myself so I'll accept me. As the rain falls, so do my memories. The window pane collects a space so empty. I'm giving up on me, but sounds remind me that no one with me gets left behind. See, so many thoughts, my head's become full. I've been so numb, so long become dull. Reflections seen of you up in my skull become reflections in the real world.
Turn on all your lights, stop thinking twice and playing nice. It's all of me and all you thought we'd be. I'm breaking out them
Mama sit by my side now. Flower pit is falling to the ground. Your presence been neglected all around. My tears match the rain that's falling down. Mama sit by my side now. Flower pit is falling to the ground. Your presence been neglected all around. My tears match the rain that's falling down.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Like, her voice is just angelic, and then you balance it out so well. Like, the way you guys work together is amazing.
The
It's
harmony
inspiring.
is so crisp and clear. Like, who is this? Who is this Violet Helm? Or how'd you get in contact with her?
So I just met her like a year ago. When I started recording my album down over at Counterpoint Studios with David Devaney. She was in there helping and assisting. artists that he would have come in, and we kind of linked up, and I was recording some of my music, and I found out that she sang, so I was like, I got to hear something. And when I heard it, it was game over. I was like, yep, yep, I need you on the album.
Yeah,
Oh, that
it's
song
perfect.
definitely is going
It's
to
beautiful,
push
and the
that
lyrics are
album for sure.
beautiful. It just takes you to. I just see myself in the forest. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's
It's
where
just
we
like
want to be.
it's like that kind of a feeling. It's like
I felt like
when
a
you're
clip in
standing
my
like in the
heart
trees and you
was
see the butterflies, and she's like
Yep.
the butterfly floating through. Yeah, that's dope. That's
No,
really dope.
thank you.
You
That's
guys are really grinding. And the mastering from that song, I'm sure made it really pop too. Like who do they
oh yeah,
master the music as well?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
do you master
Everything's
your
done.
own?
No, everything's done in studio. So David Devaney, built everything from scratch and up with us. So I mean, it was a collaborative of everybody involved in it. I was co-producing all of the music with him, and it just turned out so beautiful. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I can tell there's a lot of work in that song and it's amazing. And it's so simple, but
Yeah.
so yeah, like I
I
say,
could
the
tell from the vibe of that song that it felt less like work and more like an artistic project instead of work.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
No, absolutely. And just to key on that is I've always been told do what comes easiest to you and do it fully. And making that kind of music is just something that I don't even have to sit and think about. It just comes out, and it's the easiest to make, and it sounds the most authentic and true to myself. So that's what I'm trying to resonate with everybody else, is that they can feel just the authenticity of it, and how it's not forced, or there's not a message that's unreal to it.
that's amazing.
That's how music is supposed to be made. It's supposed to be made out of the moment and organically. And you should like artists should make number one hits without the idea of making a number one hit. They're just
Yeah.
making a
Just
song.
like representing feelings and representing like just straight from the heart music and
Yep.
putting it together. Yeah.
I can't remember
When you
who said
say,
this, but music is what feelings are supposed to sound like.
look at that. Yeah.
And
Amen. Yep. Yep.
Exactly.
music is one of the
Exactly.
best ways for people, no matter what region, no matter what religion, no matter what race. Like, if we can connect through one song, then I feel like we can understand each other. If we just hear one song, we just love it, and we can understand each other a little more.
It's kind of like that bridge earlier, what we were talking about with relating to others and then putting on that persona publicly. You
Yep.
can reach people a little bit easier through music.
Absolutely. And
And you
that's,
have to be able to feel in order to really write good music.
of course, yeah. And
No
I
jump, no
feel,
soul, right?
I feel the strongest people come from the most broken places. And so, the people that are able to talk about the most, I guess, authentic and resonating stuff are the people that have had to go through it as well. And so, most of my music, whoops, hell, nowadays, all of my music is based off upon, something that I've had to go through that has made me speak about it.
And that's a lot. That's like one of the best ways for people like us to express ourselves. Like, you really want to know how I feel? Listen to the music I listen to. Listen to the music I make.
Yep.
You'll really get a better
And it's
understanding
you. It's
without
true.
having to say too much, but you say enough with how the music resonates with everybody that's
And you're not
listening to
acting all fake. Like
No, not
some
at
people,
all.
you can tell they're not really truly living what they're rapping about or singing
Yeah, yeah.
about or whatever genre they're using. It's just a front. So
Exactly.
it's cool. It's cool.
Why lie? Because you got to remember what you lied about.
Got to be true.
People
Gotta
forget
be-
that people do music because they love to do it. Nowadays, everybody is trying to figure out how to make a quick buck here or there in what aspect of the music industry instead of focusing on making the music better itself. The effort goes into the art, not the wave. And I think a lot of
Oh,
people forget about that.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, if I was making music based upon me,
Yes, so
planning to
true.
make a lot of money off of it only, I'd be a damn fool. That's all I can say because I've put so much more money into this than I have received out of it.
And not that there's anything wrong with that, but the fact that you want. Well, my goal in music is to make a contribution to where people want to bump at least one of my songs over and over again for the next 20 years. If I can do at least that, where I can reach the people with one song that they bump for as long as after I'm gone, then I would have fulfilled my accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is your That's beautiful. What is your one goal and accomplishment that you have set for music?
For music, it's just I want to be able to become a full-time musician. That doesn't have to mean millions, it just means that I can fully do that and pay all my bills and take care of my children and take care of all the things that we need to do on a daily basis. But if I could do that solely off of music, I would have already won.
Nice. Don't give up
Oh
because
no.
I can see that happening. It
Yeah.
takes it takes time, but I think your time is coming. And
Oh
I'm
yeah.
glad that you're on this
I've been
interview.
doing this. I've been doing this long enough. I ain't giving up on it.
How long has it been then since you've professionally been a musician?
So professionally, I would probably say, I mean, like pushing it hard and serious as I am now, probably only the last 3 or 4 years. But I've been writing and making music and recording since I was 15 years old. 13 is when I started writing, but 15 is when I started having some form of recording to where I would record my lyrics and whatnot. But I
Mhm.
I've been making music for so long, and it's something that I've even stopped at times for up to a year, and it eats me away because it's the one thing that like fuels me inside. So it's yeah, I'm not getting away from it. This is in me. It's not on me.
It's your life.
It's my life.
I
This
can
Absolutely.
this
relate with that. I went a whole year without recording or doing anything, and I felt so lost because I
Yeah.
didn't have that outlet and that
Yep.
expression.
If I don't make music, I would go out of my mind.
That would be
Yep.
hell.
Absolutely. I
Even if
mean,
it's just listening. I can't even go a day without listening to a song. I need to listen to music every single day.
For
yep.
inspiration, right?
Absolutely.
Just
So,
just for therapy.
mhm.
For therapy alone. Like just singing helps the troubled soul. And that's why I love to sing so much.
Yep.
I don't do it for me necessarily. I do it for me to an extent, but at the same time, if I'm gonna do it on stage, I want to sing something that will be for other people to able to carry and resonate in their hearts.
Absolutely.
Give give
Carry
something to
on,
them. Yeah.
legacies, all of that wonderful stuff. Um, who was your biggest influence? Who is your favorite musician and someone who's inspired you the most in your life?
I mean, it's changed a lot over the years. When I started getting into hip hop and just understanding it, like my favorites were Eminem and Snoop Dogg. Uh, but
Mm.
but
Nice.
I can say that my music doesn't sound even like a smidget like theirs. There's nothing. It's what I liked at the time. But I grew up on a lot of reggae music, probably more reggae than I did hip hop. And from that, there's a lot of artists within there. But nowadays, that would be in the realm of like hip hop. Still different. But my favorites right now are Yellow Wolf and Jelly Roll.
Ooh,
Ah,
good
word.
choice.
How'd you feel about Jelly Roll's acceptance speech at the CMA Awards? How'd you feel about that?
That
He
was
said some
amazing.
pretty heavy shit. He
Oh yeah.
said that the rear view the windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
felt so inspired by that.
Yep.
So true.
Yeah. No. I almost had the opportunity to open up for his show that he was just out here for USANA Amphitheater.
Oh no
And
shit!
Oh, that
yeah,
What
yeah,
happened?
I was supposed to open that, but they were running on such a short time frame that even some of the touring acts that came with them couldn't perform, so there was no room for local.
it's too
But
bad.
yeah, I got to meet that man. He seems like my kind of guy.
Yeah, he seems really cool. And Doc Satan knows him very well. Doc
Okay.
Spencer.
Yeah.
Spencer's
Oh,
arts.
word?
Yeah, he does. And he's trying to get him back out here.
Yeah.
So
He
we'll
needs he
see.
needs
We'll
to know.
see. We'll see. That'll be dope.
Absolutely.
Doc was even like, "Hey, you should get him on for an interview with you." And I'm like, "He's big now. He's not underground no more." He's like, "I got him on my phone. You want me to call him?" I was like, "He's probably busy."
Well, this is the same
But
one who
that would be
got a
cool.
phone call from who? It's the same. We're talking to the same person who got a phone call from who one time.
Who? No, no. This is Spencer.
Oh,
Yeah, we're not talking about anybody wacky. I don't know who you're talking about.
never mind. I'm talking out of my ass.
There's some wacky people out there. So on a different side, on maybe more of a transparent side, what is your biggest mistake that you have made in the music industry?
Putting too much trust into people too quickly.
Mm.
I
You
can
know,
relate to that.
I've had a lot of bridges burnt, and that's why nowadays, you don't see me working with a lot of different people. I tend to keep my music to myself a lot. You know, nothing wrong with that. It's allowed me to be able to come up with the sound that I finally know where I need to be, but it has taken a lot of bridges burnt to get there.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure I can relate with that. In the music world, you have a lot of snakes, a lot of people that really don't. They may not be bad people. You just don't
Just like
work
Dr.
well.
Gray said, sometimes the business end of his shit can turn your friends against you.
Yep. And it's sad when it's not even on a high scale. Like when, you know, some people just get a little taste of fame or a little taste of recognition. Their true colors come out, and they push all their friends or all their, you know, people that they've been surrounded with back so that they can get that moment of shine. And when they realize it wasn't what they thought it was going to be, they've already pushed everyone behind.
Mm,
It's like Shawn Michaels in a way.
yeah. And I honestly like the way I work with Zoetic, I'm not competitive at all. If anything, it's about lifting each other up. And if you're not about lifting each other up, you can go hit the road. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Well, think
I think
about it.
that's
Think about it. If you stop worrying about what everyone else is doing and just worry about the product that you're putting out, you're going to be successful. It's going to be top quality. It's going to be everything that you wanted it to be because you weren't competing with that next person.
Mhm. It's your own creation.
Yep.
But networking is good with creation. You just need to be
Absolutely.
careful. Yeah.
Absolutely. Be aware.
I
You
At the
know.
same, there's always going to be competition out there. So don't shy away from it. If anything, you should welcome it,
and
and that'll make you into a better artist, better podcaster, whatever we're doing. That'll
Friendly
make you better.
competition. You know.
Yeah,
yeah, like don't be
respectable
afraid
competition.
to accept feedback or give feedback. That should be something I think in the music industry that should be more welcomed. A lot of people get really offended if you're like, I think you could really push yourself a little bit more. Or
Right.
compete with yourself. Don't compete with others. Just compete with yourself on how you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
The one thing I have with that though is constructive criticism. You know,
mhm.
if somebody just says, "Oh, you need to change how you do this, or you need to do something different," that's like, well, do you have any bit of advice that you could give me? You know, and if you
Right.
got nothing, just say, "I got to change because you want me to change." Then
It's
I'm
more it's
not.
more that's like a line between ego bashing and ego like uplifting. Like when you
Mhm.
try to give constructive criticism to a genius, so to speak, like they're like, They're like, "What are you talking about?" They get so offended, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know, even though you're trying to tell them, like, you're trying to give an honest opinion, yet it's almost as if they don't want to hear it.
yeah,
Even though they say they want constructive criticism, but then once you give it to them, they're like, "What are you talking about?"
You just stop giving constructive criticism to people like that. If
yep.
they're gonna push you back and they're gonna be like, "What do you mean?" Then, okay, man, no, you got what you got going. Go ahead, do it. It might take them a little longer to master their stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just back off if somebody's like that. So, anyways, more about you. So, I mean, like, what do you think about the Utah music scene? How do you feel about it compared to other states? And have you traveled? Those are two questions.
um. Well, I'll answer the second question first. Traveling, I've only ever performed once out of state, and that was when I went to Las Vegas for the Grind Mode Cipher. Um,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
so yeah, I definitely popped my cherry going out there.
What was that
But
experience like?
it was amazing. You know, it showed me how small the world is. Even though I've been out of state many a times within the music, you know, it showed me how small the world is of networking and how quickly you can meet people that can really help you and people that embrace you when you leave the state because to them you're not a local. They give you a bigger chance, you know.
Hmm.
And so regarding the Utah music scene, I definitely think it's probably the healthiest that it's ever been. um, I've been around for a long time doing this, and I remember there was a lot of different cliques and different groupings and rappers, you know, from back in the day that just stopped doing it many years ago. So there's only a handful of people that are doing it currently now that I can say that, hey, we were doing this all back in the day, and I still remember you. But yeah, I definitely think that it's the healthiest it's ever been, and I think there's a lot more eyes on Utah just due to certain things that have happened or big shows that have come through, and I definitely think it's in a healthy state. But I wish that we had more opportunities within venues and all that to give locals bigger chances.
Well, considering that we had the NBA All Star Game here and a lot of these big events recently held here, what do you think the state of Salt Lake becoming a major time city as like within 5 or 10 years from now? Do you see Salt Lake City as becoming one of those big time cities like New York or Los Angeles within the next 5 or 10 years?
I would say maybe 10 years. You know, there's still a lot of work that has to happen in the city to be anything like another major city. Um,
Hmm.
but yes, I could absolutely see it. But there has to be a lot of change, and there has to also be a lot of political people in office that are able to make those changes, because otherwise it's just going to remain very lawful compared to a lot of other states.
Hmm.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, if they ever hold a WrestleMania here in Salt Lake, they have to do it at Rice Echo Stadium, the same stadium where they held the Olympics once or twice here in Utah. I think if WrestleMania was to be held here, it had to be at Rice Cycle. So how do you feel about that? Like if you wanted to
And
see a
it,
major event, like if it was like the Super Bowl or something like that, what would you want to see that here in Salt Lake, and where would you want to see it at?
No, I say you nailed it right there. That would be a perfect spot for it. And I think as the years have gone by, there's been a lot of really big shows that have started to come out here, and you can see that the people love it, and they want it. It just needs to
I
happen.
honestly was impressed with USANA. I really liked that theater.
I
Absolutely.
love USANA.
It was
I
amazing.
saw I saw Santana live
Oh,
at the USANA Amphitheater back in 2019. It
wow.
was I
Okay.
think it was the first time they came here. Carlos Santana can even at 75 years old, Carlos Santana can still play the shit out the fucking guitar. And he's like, he's throwing
Yeah.
it behind his head. He's going, pew, like
I love how you can see everything even if you're at the very top on the grass.
Yeah,
That's my
and
favorite spot to be.
yeah, that was actually my first concert that I ever witnessed was at USANA, and that was I don't know if
Where-
you know who UB40 is.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that's dope.
I don't know
yeah,
you
So
before.
you reggae, right?
yeah,
UB40
yeah.
is right. I
Oh,
love
okay.
them.
Word.
Like I grew up kind of with UB40, and they've been around for a long time,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a
The
hell
last
of a long
reggae
time.
band I saw live was Groundation over at Urban Lounge. I think it was the year of 2013 or
Okay.
2014. I saw Groundation over at Urban Lounge, and the lead singer was like this 55-year-old white dude with a bald head and gray and white powder beard. Yet he was the one that was rocking the stage more than the younger people that he had with him. And it was a spectacle, man, to see like a guy that age just we're still rocking the guitar and just moving like a 25-year-old.
Oh yeah.
That'll be you, Prophecy. That'll be you. Have you ever played reggae because you grew up around it? Like, have you ever
So,
experimented with that?
well, yeah. So my biggest song actually to date is a reggae hip hop song, and that was done probably 12 years ago. I worked with a lot of Polynesians and stuff, and made music with them. And yeah, we have a song on YouTube, a music video that's almost hit 2 million views.
Really?
What's it
Yeah,
called?
it's
What
called
song
"Get
is
Drunk."
it? Really? Really?
So you don't
I
shy away from the poison then.
No,
so if
I
I
enjoy
played
it.
this, would you be okay? It'll
Hey,
take
what's
me a
that?
second to grab it, but "Get Drunk"
Yeah, yeah.
by
So so
what's the
so
name of
get
the
so get drunk, and then if you type in prophecy, and then after that, the name is Yopu, but it's IOPU, and then you'll pull it up.
okay,
But yeah, that ended up actually
IOPU?
IOPU. Yep. And this song ended up becoming a #1 single in New Zealand at the time.
Really? That's dope.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it works too?
It was crazy. It was just organic. Like we didn't even promote the song. It just blew up. I mean, the Polynesian community shows so much love to each other that just the support was just crazy. So
Yeah, I'm
shout out
just
to my
looking it up right
Polys.
now.
Shout out to my Usos.
Hey, Prophecy.
Yeah,
Have you heard of a band called Rebel Soldiers?
I love them.
Oh, Rebel Soldiers?
Hmm.
I
Oh
just
yeah.
barely heard of them recently, and my favorite song by them is Herb, Whiskey, and Reggae.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite songs right there. I figured they're Polynesian or Samoan, but I can't figure out where they're from as a collective. I think they're like from Hawaii or
Yeah, I think they got a couple different members from different parts, but yeah, they're definitely all islanders.
you know what
Were you
song
able
I'm
to
talking
find that
about, right?
video?
Spread
Yeah,
love and
I'm
peace,
just
and we
copying
don't
it to get
promote the
play it. You guys just keep
hate.
talking.
All right.
I like Revolution, and I like
Oh, Revolution is the shit.
Slightly that I've been bumping forever.
Okay. Do you know J Bug?
J-Bug, yeah, I interviewed him.
Yeah, I love
Are
his
you talking
music.
about J-Bug from? Are you talking? Is he reggae?
Yeah, reggae, J Bug.
Oh, then it must be another
There
person.
must be another one, yeah. And then
Yeah, there's another person.
Spawn
Same.
Breezy, Mod is Yahoo. So
Oh, I love.
I've heard of Monster Yahoo.
Yeah, I thought it was pronounced differently. Stiatsu is what I call.
if it is,
So,
strike me.
yeah. Well, I'm pulling this up just for fun. Is there anything that we haven't asked you yet that you've really wanted to kind of share with everyone?
um,
How do you how do you feel
Just give
about?
him a second. He's
Sorry.
oh no, you're good. I was just gonna say that just the biggest thing that I could say is, as an artist, if you're looking into my music and trying to figure out, what I'm about, who I am, just listen to my latest album. and it will give you a very, very big idea of what kind of person I am. And I think that the masses would really relate to it, and I hope that they can give it a chance.
I would hope too. I hope everybody is listening to this interview and realizing that prophecy is here in Utah to fulfill the No, just kidding.
From my own
Um,
prophecy, you know.
yeah. If you had to fulfill your own prophecy, what would it be?
Just making sure me and my family's
Random
good. That's all
question.
I can say. And just making sure we're straight and we're all doing what we love. You know, not working for the man every day. That we followed our dreams and we achieved them.
Nice. What is like? Is there something that you do just on your free time that people would be surprised to know?
I mean, I doubt it, but I love fishing. Fishing is one of my favorite things to do.
That doesn't surprise me.
What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
I don't know. Like I've never had a boat, so it's always been off the side fishing. You know, so I probably like a 5 pound
Okay.
trout, which is still pretty big.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, I
Have you
love it
ever
enough.
when you
If you
go
look at my
fishing,
arm,
I
I got a fish on my arm.
Ah, is that so? You have a
are
trout.
you the fisher that will catch them and then skin them and gut them and then cook them in the same day?
Oh yeah, yeah. We eat all that we catch.
Yo, I only caught a fish one time in my entire life, and I skinned it and I de-gutted it, and it was the best fish I ever had. There's something about catching a fish, a fresh fish out of the ocean or wherever you go catch a fish at, like just skinning it and de-gutting it, like spending the whole day just catching your own meal like that. Like there's something so rewarding and you know and, exhilarating about having that fish that like you skinned it, you gutted it, and you earned that meal.
Uh,
Yeah, like
I
I
definitely
like
could.
salmon runs.
Oh
That's
yeah,
my
like
favorite. I love the salmon.
so I actually got a chance to go out during the spawning season up in Washington, and I was out in my waders up to my waist fishing for salmon, and that was an amazing experience.
Yeah. Where was it at again?
It was up in Washington.
I think you said Seattle.
Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle area.
Nice. Nice. When this video is done downloading, I'll play it. But
No, you're all good.
salmon,
I
I don't
guess
know. I don't know what it is. Salmon's huge, man. Like to get back to fishing, I used to live up in Vicedo, Colorado, up
okay.
in the pristine, like you know where Ouray is in the
Hmm.
mountains. Have you heard of
Yeah,
Ouray in Colorado?
yeah.
It was just kind of like over the mountain, same like altitude and everything, and lived by a little lake. And the salmon would just come through the stream right in front of my cabin and down into the river, and we would just catch them. And you have to have a license, obviously,
Right.
but in the spring and certain times of the year, we just catch them and go home, cook them, and eat them right there.
That sounds
So
amazing to
good.
me.
But I don't think Utah has. You really have to like wait for the right season to catch good fish in Utah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you have to throw a
There's
lot of them
definitely
back.
times. Like right now is a very good time to go fishing.
Is it in the
Yeah, yeah.
fall?
Oh yeah. Like
What
What?
probably
what
about
what what lakes would you recommend to go catch fish at?
um uh, if you just want quick fishing, you can go to any of your ponds or lakes that are around you because they're all stocked, full of fish if you got kids and whatnot. But I love Strawberry Reservoir. I like Deer Creek Reservoir that's going up towards
Do you?
Heber. Oh yeah.
if you want to catch one of those quality fish, like you go to those places and catch a decent fish, like a good one.
Oh yeah, just
What
the water's
about,
so
have you ever
very.
been to like Silver?
I haven't been to Silver
What do you
Lake.
think about Silver Lake? Or, oh man, I found the
Yeah,
best fish out there. Strawberry Lake Reservoir seems to be dry a lot.
yeah. I don't know. I was just
So,
there like I don't know, like a month ago, and it was wonderful.
okay. Is that, oh, well, we've had a lot of rain, a lot of snow. So,
Well, right around this, that's more towards southern Utah, and it's warmer there, right?
no, that's
Yeah,
up by Park City, Strawberry Lake,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Like going up like past Heber.
Okay. I've only
Yeah,
been to Park City like once or twice in my life.
If you go all the way, like you're going up to like Roosevelt, there's a, what are you, Starvation Lake? Have you ever been out there?
yeah. Yeah, I've been there when I was younger.
You should go.
There's a
It's
lot.
fun. It's fun.
There's definitely a lot of spots that I've been with my
Yeah.
grandpa. Growing up. But nowadays, now that I got my kids, and when I have time, like you say, free time, I don't even know what that is anymore. But when I do have it, I try to go to all the spots
Right.
I can hit. But yeah, it's hard to find free time.
Well, with kids, it's important to get them out to the lake and out in the middle of nowhere, and, you know,
Oh
show
yeah,
them how to live and hunt and hike.
yeah, I agree.
So
And what's nice is
this
where
has
I
been
live,
a
I'm
really
only.
good
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
oh, this has been a really good interview, and we got this little video downloaded. It took a while. I don't know why. I was kind of like watching it. It was like 99% for about a minute. But we're gonna play this "Get Drunk" because it's, when did this come out?
It was like 12 years ago. So
Okay, so we'll
so
be able to
so
see
that
like your
definitely.
progression.
Yeah. You'll see a big difference in what I used to be, but at the same time, it goes to show you that I really have been out here doing it. That whole music video was filmed in Kearns.
Was it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What part of
So
Kearns?
right in back of the high
there's
school.
Kearns
okay.
High?
Yeah,
Over by Cougar.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
That's a tough
Okay,
area.
so there's a lot of Samoans in that community.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty cool. Well, let's play it.
Yeah, go
You guys
ahead.
ready for this?
Oh,
Let's
we
do it.
All
ready.
right.
She ready.
Baby, had no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3LKs. Wrap it up, it's time to go. We're gonna party all night long. Baby, had no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3LKs. Wrap it up, it's time to go. We're gonna drink all night long. Let's get drunk tonight. Oh, it ain't my fault. It comes natural. Saturday night, asking what's the time. It's time to bust a lid and get your drink on. Come on, bring out the streets and let me hear the melody. All the ladies harmonizing, looking cute. Usos on the way, buying more brew. I've said my mind is free. My body feeling tipsy, eyes blazed up, just grooving to the basic, grooving all night to the jam session. I don't know why, I'm so happy in this world of mine. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4. Drink all night till you say no more. Baby, ain't no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3LKs. Wrap it up, it's time to go. We're gonna party all night long. Baby, ain't no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3LKs.
me going back in the past. Never been the type to not kick back. Living in the moment is my sass. I'm watching day by day, sun up, sun down. The boys kicking back, the bottles, barbecues, and lounge. I feel the sense of energy, chemistry, life's remedy. Mentioning what I'm all about and how I see life. An enemy directing me out of my mind, directing me out of the real sight. Cause this world to me is blind. But about this beautiful day, chillin' back with the boys in blue. And about this beautiful race, man, every day we groove. But I really wanna know why I can't be this way out of time. Though we here smiling, partying in the sunshine. Yes, remember the fun times we look back at. And remember all the haters we took a crack at. And remember all the goofy times we had to laugh at. But most of all, you gotta remember where your friends and family.
Baby, had no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3 LKs. Wrap it up, it's time to go. We're gonna party all night long. Baby, had no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3 LKs. Wrap it up, it's time to go. We're gonna drink all night long. Let's get drunk tonight.
Fasala yolo ko mga bay ko mga bay fafo Pailo ako ingalo miki kolu Fa Fofongi ela bapela balima kya makai Ke ole se me kya ya Se awe ki akasole Fai mai saukala Pole argong Ai se kasa bari bari ileala Se kau su e mai lau kamalinga mai Bai ni fale rasta e ba mai mulu e mai Eva mai mai lue mai Kale kasi kale lua Se mo se fai fofua Ele kai kai sia soba ya manua kau leu se sole joe Ba ai lan me ngau fak wai Ngau kang kau fa Pale ngare umau pia ai leo mai Se sau ka eba Ingu mai mai ingu mai Se makwai ingu mai so mai Be alright Se oko uma farong mai ya Over smear Keep and right Keep and right
Baby, had no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3 LKs. Wrap it up, it's time to go. We're gonna party all night long. Baby, had no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3 LKs. Wrap it up, it's time to go. We're gonna drink all night long. Let's get drunk tonight. So it's getting late, but I still feel the same. The party's not over yet. Bottoms up till 6 in the morning. We some true riders for mine. Chillin' on the lakeside. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4. Drink all night till you say no more. Baby, had no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3 LKs. Wrap it up, it's time to go. We're gonna party all night long. Baby, had no time to waste. I got my usos with the 3 LKs.
Dope. Like, you killed it. And you were so young.
Yeah, I was like,
so-
gosh,
You're so
it
little.
was like 18 or 19 in that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was dope. And you could see the love, the family love with, you know, family out there. Just having fun, good vibes. I loved it.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
dope.
So yeah, that's you know a lot of the roots of where I started. So it wasn't even directly with just rap.
Okay. Well, so we unfortunately have to wrap it up. But have you enjoyed this
problem.
interview?
No, I have, and I've enjoyed meeting y'all. Y'all seem like very good people. So thank
Yeah,
you.
if you ever want to like work on projects together, I know you don't know us that
Prophecy
well,
with the
but we're
philosophy.
both singers. We're
Okay.
working on your song inspired me with something that we're working on. Did it inspire you too?
Prophecy with the philosophy.
You're very inspiring. And
Thank you.
we'd love to see you perform. Next time you're on stage, let us know. Anytime you need promotion, let us know. We will promote your music or whatever you need.
Hey, thank you so much.
Right hand,
Much
see you,
love.
bro.
Bless y'all,
Much-
and I'll see you in the city.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. And thank you for getting on. We appreciate you, man.
Okay, thank you.
Have a wonderful night.
We're around the
See
corner.
ya.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace out, bud.